Another EAD aviation video, and today's topic is going to be why the Boeing 737's engines are so flat on the bottom of their engine shells. So the main reason for this is that when Boeing originally designed the 737, it was engineered to operate as low to the ground as possible. So this is one of the reasons that the older engines, they were smaller, so they weren't as powerful, but they were also circular. But over time, airports and passenger capacity and runways have changed. Um, but so I was looking on a IndustryTap article earlier, and so the Boeing did a redesign of their cabins in 1985 of the 737 cabin to make the passenger capacity greater, but they needed larger engines, and it also greatly changed the center of gravity. But it was still trying to operate lower to the ground than some other planes of the time. So when what they did was they made the engine shells flat on the bottom, which very much did help the it essentially what they did by that was prevented every 737 pilot from having to retrain on their 737 type ratings and get a new type rating for this different type of 737. Um, but anyways, I will show you some differences in some of the engines. So if I Google a 737-200 engine, or even just a 100 engine, I believe they are Pratt and Whitney's. But anyways, you can see from this engine, and also that the 737 was originally much shorter, and the engine was much more elongated. Um, but if you look up very closely, the original 737 engines are more rounded, and they even do like pop out on the bottom a little bit. But then if we look at just a newer 737, so either a 737 Classic or a 737 NG, I'm gonna go for a 900 engine. Um, but uh, but then on the newer planes, you can see that the engines do get flatter on the bottom, and this is because they of their new redesign of their cabins. But so as I said earlier, that does change the aircraft center of gravity. So what they did was they flattened out the engines, so they didn't completely change the aerodynamic properties. And as you can see, it's not too much longer than 737-700 than some of the other 737s, but it's a quite nice plane, I'd say. But so yes, that is the main reason why Boeing avoided to remake the 737 engine, uh, or like remake the 737 itself, is because one, they would have had to retrain pilots, and two, because it was much simpler to make the engine itself flatter than to completely redesign the 737. Check out the Discord and the Patreon. A link will be posted in the description below for that. I also set up a GoFundMe to help me buy a better PC so that I can make better videos. So check out the GoFundMe as well. I'll put a link there. Anyways, see you guys tomorrow in another Eat a Donut Aviation video. And